Are you tired of standing in line? Are you tired of waiting? Are you tired of hoping that your channel will get reviewed or have a shout out? Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to do it right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Video Call-In Show. That show that invites you, yes, absolutely you, anyone. It doesn't matter how big, how small, anyone is welcome to come on this show and talk about whatever they want to talk about. Could be the topic of the day, could be their channel, could be self-promotion, could be a current event, could be the weather, it could be anything. I am your host, Jim, and I will be here for about the next hour tonight, looking at channels, both shout out and reviews. The good thing for you is I don't have to look at your channel. I'll pull it up on the screen. I don't have to make comments about it, but it's your opportunity to get your channel out in front of a group of people. Let's check out and see who we have in the chat. Of course, Ed, yes, thanks for coming by, bud. Appreciate that. Outdoorsy Gal Zero, or Chrissy, welcome aboard. And Crystal Vanner, awesome. I saw your sleepy time video just today, the one that's out of order. Crap, my dad makes me watch. How you doing, Adam? Ghana, hello. Train Vlogs, welcome, my friend. It's been a while since we've seen you. Always nice to see you. BLT Gamers, welcome to the show, my friend. Susan Hamilton, thanks for coming by. SpongeBob is now Japanese. Hey, how you doing, man? Let's see. J-Rail Slots, welcome, sir. Welcome. Oh, who else did I miss here? Ooh, Tim Yance. Good to see you again, buddy. Patty Broussard is back. Yes, absolutely. Welcome one and all. Now, this is the Wednesday night channel review and shout-outs, or I should say shout-outs. So if you come on tonight, and you guys can come on en masse, the video lines are now open. It's real easy. All you've got to do is either visit this link. That'll get you downloading Zoom. And of course, the meeting number will get you into the show. You can also there's another link just like this one in the description box, or you can just visit zoom.us. Click on join a meeting, enter this number, and you don't have to download any software. So that's how this works. Mike Dirt Digest Magazine, welcome, sir. Welcome. Let's see. Now, if you guys want to, if you guys have any questions for me, either when I'm with a guest or not, by all means, tag me so I can see it come up. It's kind of hard for me to go through each and every one of these. I don't want to be a day behind in going through chat messages. Yeah, but this is your chance. Let's see. In fact, I've decided today to, I don't know, do this as well. So until folks actually call in, we're going to take a look at channels as I pick them out of the chat. This, of course, is my good buddy Ed from Flash in Your Pan. We've actually become very good friends. He's sitting at 2568 subscribers. He specializes in treasure hunting, gold panning, and he has a wonderful Tuesday night show, regular show. He goes live quite a bit, but he's got a regular show every Tuesday night. One of which I was on, which was awesome. So if that's kind of content that trips your trigger, by all means, hit that. Oh, and it looks like we have a familiar face that just came on. Let's see. I'll hide myself view. Oh, and he just stepped away. So that was Ed's. And of course, I may just go straight down the list here, guys. There he is. Yeah, there, Jim. You got your microphone chosen. Let me get you coming up here. There we go. Well, you're awfully tight on there, Jim.
It's launching on mine.
What's launching?
It says, please click open Zoom meetings.
Oh, no, you're on.
Oh.
Yeah, can you see yourself? Can you actually see both of us in your...
Wow.
Yeah, you're right.
That's so tight.
Yeah, you're right up on the camera there.
Well, now, how do I fix that? Jesus, I got to sit back here.
Well, tilt it down and sit back. You'll be fine. Is it on a laptop?
No, this is that Brio camera.
Oh, just tilt it down a bit.
if I go, it's got the 65 degrees, 75, and then I think 95. And if I go into its settings now, I think it's going to throw me out.
Oh, well, you should be okay. All you really have to do is tilt it down a bit, man.
Tilt it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not even seeing your chin.
Really?
Yeah. Now sit back a bit. Now you're perfect right there.
Oh, jeez, I can't move.
Now you can move. How are you tonight, man? It's been a while since you've been on here.
Yeah, I've been watching. I've been in the background here. I just haven't been on the screen.
Yeah. Type something in the slot in the chat if you would. I just read Mr. and Mrs. Slots. Welcome to the show. Yeah, type something in the chat if you would, Jim. Oh, and Emmanuel Goffey's here. Digging with Deej. Wonderful. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. This is channel review and shout out night. And even Jim, if you don't even want me to say anything about your channel, I'd like to get it up in the background if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just get everybody. Well, that's why I want you to type something in there so I don't have to.
Oh, I did. Did you see it?
Yeah, I do. I do now. Cool. All right. Boom. Calling it up. I wonder if my stream is hurting a little bit. It's kind of slow today. Kind of slow. All right, here we go.
My other screen still says launching Zoom. I normally have that Zoom.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Now I got it.
I'm doing great, Emmanuel. How are you doing? Let's see. Hey, Outdoors with Eric.
Oh, I gotta really go back.
Is this is more of a test for your camera, isn't it? How you liking that thing?
Oh, I love the camera. It does a great job in this terrible lighting. But,
the bane of our existence, I'm afraid.
You know what? I don't know how to best contact you.
Email, dude.
Email?
Absolutely okay. Email. And that goes for all of you. The social media platforms I use for promotion, but man, I tell you, it's so hard keeping up with all of it. And given I'm the man with about, if I had to count the number, oh, you dropped off, Jim. If I had to count the sheer number of email addresses I had, it would scare you. But I'm sitting more at a regular 8 that I monitor on a regular basis. And so you can see how social media would just become overwhelming at that point. Yeah, because you tried to get a hold of me on Reddit, didn't you?
Yes, yeah. That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Tried there, and I think Twitter, and those are, it's just too slow.
It is. And Facebook, I'm too slow on that. And God help you if you ever hit my Instagram page. There's nothing there, and I haven't done anything with it.
I've got a few pictures, but what annoys me with Instagram is I try and do it through the computer, and then I go into the inspect page and then hit the, what is that emblem? The devices emblem?
Yeah, I believe I've seen that, yeah.
And then you have to turn around and put your pictures up that way. And it's not always that easy.
Well, I don't find it user friendly at all myself, and that's obviously because I haven't used it enough. But yeah, I just can't spend any more time on that kind of stuff. Oh, we got a whole bunch more people in here now. We got Jelly's Journeys. Welcome, hon. We've got Wisco Styles in the house again. Andrew Frying Pan, welcome back, my friend. Bob Dips here again. Good to see you, buddy. And who else did I see? FA Catfishing. How you doing, bud? Awesome. So yeah, this is Jim's page, Above and Beyond Global Drones. And I've liked this for a while, man. I love drone footage. I can't get enough of it. Ask Drone Kings and Darwin or Canadian Drone Hub. Did you see Rogers, the one he just sent out today? You go there every once in a while, don't you, Jim? To Canadian Drone Hub?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He just posted one today of this old forgotten shed or barn inside a clump of trees. It's pretty cool.
You see, I tried playing with Tube Buddy. If you can see on the thumbnails, the writing on there. Should that be bigger?
I think so. Yeah. Because and especially the color. You see this one down here in the farm cleared intersection.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to read. But I love the white. But I would make it bigger. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely. The black makes it really hard to read on those busy backgrounds. The white pops a little bit more.
I know.
Yep.
It's hard to pick a color when you're fighting Mother Nature.
No kidding. No kidding. What people will normally do, and I don't know what graphics program you're using, is they'll put a back, like either a black stroke around the letters, or they'll put a shadow behind the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadows help.
Yeah, they really do. They pull it right off the page, and they don't obscure a lot of the cool stuff in the background, which is cool.
My camera, it wasn't like this last time. Now, what the heck is going? How can I adjust my camera?
How do you want to adjust it? What wasn't it like?
Good Lord, it needs to pull out.
Oh, does it have zoom function on that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think that may have kicked in.
it could have. I haven't. What's that?
Why would that kick in?
No idea. Unless it's auto. I haven't used that camera, so I couldn't tell you. But
I have never seen it this type. Well, this is just like the 922 and the 920.
Oh, you may have the same problem that Tony from Viewed This had. You remember that, where it was automatic? What was that mode called? Like a cameraman mode or something like that, where it automatically tries to figure out where you are.
Oh, it's got face protection.
Yeah.
That may be the problem.
Yeah. Check that out. Yeah, and I'd still like to see your either your channel name and or a tagline. Like, what about your drone experience is different from the others? That's what I'd like to see.
What am I going to do about that channel name? See, what happened was, and I think I told you about a month ago, there's a band named Above and Beyond. And I did not know that. Apparently, they're in Europe or something like that, and they make electronic dance music.
Oh, really?
They show up 8 million times in YouTube search.
So you were fighting that.
I had to keep adding words. I went to Above and Beyond Global, not good enough. Then once I added drones, then I showed up second, not even first.
Is there somebody already using Above and Beyond drones?
Damn band uses Above and Beyond, and apparently they're very popular.
No, I mean just Above and Beyond drones.
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a little bit more palatable. I don't have any problem with Above and Beyond global drones. But if you wanted to shorten it at all, you might try that. But
don't want all that typing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Truth?
What's that?
Isn't that the truth? They don't want to do all that typing. It's too much work.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should have seen some of the first versions of my name. They were paragraphs. But that's the thing, man. You just got to keep going until you find something that just feels comfortable. And I would think Above and Beyond drones, if nobody else is using that, that would be a pretty cool one and easy to remember.
I think I saw one guy using it, but they're inactive.
There you go. Well, that he should be easy to beat in the search results then.
Yeah.
Enough tags and you'd have him smothered in no time. No time at all.
I'm getting killed in the watch time. I've got huge watch numbers.
That's great.
I just can't get the subs up.
I hear you. And it's all a factor of not being highlighted by Google. Yahoo or Jesus, YouTube. But I've been dealing with them all today, man. I tell you, all of them. But yeah, it's a matter of that and finding your audience. Of course, there's getting to be a lot of competition for drone footage out there. I've noticed something I never would have thought earlier.
2 participants, record, invite. Good Lord, Jim, I gotta go into this Logitech here.
Sure, go right ahead, man. I'll just keep yammering. I got some more people to say hello to in the chat as well. We got Brandon B in the house. Drone Kings in Darwin, how you doing? We also have Gypsy Heart Entertainment's back. Welcome. BLT gamers. I think I said hello to you, but if not, that's fine. Double hello is never a problem. We got Magic Jones is here. Hey, how you doing, Jason? Good to see you. Now that changed things, Jim, and it's a little clearer too, actually.
I went into 90 degrees and then, yeah, it's got field of view 65 degrees, 78, or 90, and I went into 90.
Yeah, you're probably gonna see your clearest at 90. We also have Germany Travel Personal Guide. How you doing, Darren? Crap my dad's. I already said hello to Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch, but hey, number 2.
That's a heck of a name.
Pun intended. Yes.
All right, this is a little more palatable, is it not?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it looks good. It looks good. Like I said, it's a little clearer too. Gold Pro Unlimited's here. Welcome, sir. Welcome. But yeah, Jim. I don't know, man. I would do some searching on that above and beyond drones because that rolls right off the tongue. Real easy to think, and say, and do, and get that in your head, or along with like I said. I mean, you do a lot of this for your living, don't you? If memory
Yeah.
serves. Yeah. So see that is a hook because a lot of these are just doing it for fun, but you're actually doing it on the job site. That's an absolute hook. I think I would work that in there in both. Well, a tagline in your header, and make sure you tag your videos that way, man, because that's a niche I don't think is being hit that hard. Now you may know better than me, but
What do you mean? Tag it how?
oh, on the job. You could use any number of variations of job site, overhead shots, work site drones. Think outside the box as it relates to drones and how you use them for your the business you're working on.
I get stuck like I mean, I bought the pro version too. So now I'm using their suggestions and things like that, and you get what is it? Now zoomed in, narrowed in on what they're telling you.
Yeah.
Use for suggested tags and keywords, and obviously that's not working. So I don't.
Well, what you got to remember about TubeBuddy and vidIQ is that the only thing they have to go by is the titles you create and the what's in the description and what you've already tagged it. That's how they're going to find their suggested tags, right? So you got to pre-think that, and this goes for everybody. You got to pre-think how someone, or what is your ideal viewer, and how might they put it in the search engine to find you. Then once you start hitting, and you may not nail it, but once you start entering those terms, then TubeBuddy and vidIQ are going to both say, "Oh, okay, I get the genre now. I'll start suggesting these keywords that I know people are searching for." See, that's how this game is played with the tags and keywords in your titles and descriptions.
I've got to get away from all that construction and make some kind of videos. I mean, I'm on the water here. I should be making some aerial beaches or something.
Oh, some nice beauty shots. Yeah, but don't discount that. You've got an entire category of worksite drone footage, and I know like you've even cut it into construction, which you probably should put some make that a longer title for that particular, for all of these playlists, and then make sure you do a description on them as well, and try to get some good keywords relevant to that in there as well.
It's so tough though, because one's of a brand new solar field they're clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is FDOT exits that they're putting onto Interstate 95.
Sure.
Putting in this whole big highway to bypass this city, which wants to be a city so bad. It kills me. I moved here to get away from New York City, and this place just wants to build.
Yeah. Well, everybody wants the tax dollars.
That's got to be it. But with that comes the crime.
Oh yeah. But see, that doesn't matter. In fact, it adds interest. Like you put them under construction, which I would say was entirely appropriate. But if you had above and beyond drones, construction, flyover, I don't know, analysis checks, just viewpoints. I'm not a drone flyer, and I don't do that sort of thing, so I wouldn't really know. Yeah, yeah. Construction, job site, work site, flyovers, pre-construction, that sort of thing. And you have all that in your title, and it really will help people understand what they're going to be looking at and pique their interest as well. For even those people who aren't looking for those type of drone videos, it'd pique their interest. It's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Look at that intersection. I want to see what it may look before, and then hopefully you're taking some after shots as well, and you could
I
really
don't
play
take
this.
I don't take enough still shots. I need to do more of them.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you who got mad at me and actually sent me a we're insulted email was Adobe.
What?
Yeah, because they've sent me 4 emails. The first 3 was, hey, we want you to use your stuff and all that. And I just don't answer them. And then the 4th one was, we've emailed you several times now and you haven't responded. You know.
What do they want to use your stuff for?
Oh, I didn't bother asking. Adobe stock is what they want to use it for.
Oh, stock footage. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
And once they do that, then they own the rights to the footage, and I'm not playing that game.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. There's more than a handful of artists that have been screwed by that.
Yeah, you'll give me $100 and make 20 million off that.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's almost like the record, the recording industry of old, where everybody got their piece, and then the artists got what was left over, and they're usually broke by the time the last hit album is
By the
dies
time
down.
their manager got done with them, they were broke.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hey,
And
Dave.
that's the thing, and people don't realize this, Jim, because you'll get guys who will go out and fly their drone and take real estate shots for $40. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really that low.
Wow.
I won't start up the drone for under 100 if you want real estate. And that's why you don't see any.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
refuse to play that game.
Yeah. Yep.
And until people start doing that, you're never going to get the prices back to where they were. I mean, this equipment would cost about 1,000 houses. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Sure.
And they want $40. Get this place called. Oh no, I better. Before I get stupid.
It's not name names.
Yeah. There's this one drone service. I won't name their name. That is just trying to beat all of us as small companies out.
Yep.
We'll take your pictures for $40.
It's like Earl Scheib.
Yeah, remember him?
Oh God.
Earl Scheib.
Yep. I'll paint any car for $99.95. That's my best Earl Scheib.
That and Crazy Eddie.
Oh well, we didn't have Crazy Eddie. He must have been in New York.
Oh yeah. Crazy Eddie, he's insane. The man got sued. They couldn't put him in jail for long enough.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, he was stealing the crap and selling it for cheap.
Well, you got to get your product somewhere, I guess.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I better shut up.
Yeah, well, we're okay. Hey, like I said though,
So what about that banner? A nice gentleman named Jason Ning, NG, Jason NG. For anybody who's on Twitter and have seen him on YouTube, he usually does Pokemon videos. But he's going to make me a banner, and I couldn't pay him. He's doing it for free. And when you're doing something like this, that's why I put that. That's a Wawa convenience store that's already finished. I got paid to follow 2 progressions, 2 Wawas going up, and I just wouldn't know. Should I mix it? Of course, you have to have a drone in the picture, right?
Well, I mean, it would be a good idea, but not necessarily, because all of your beauty shots are going to be aerials, and it's going to be known, especially with your name. So if you had a nice aerial, you had your name up there, whether it's Above and Beyond Drones, and then your tagline. Figure out in less than one sentence what your channel's about. Put that up on that, and you should be golden as far as headers concerned.
I have this handy little card here. We don't make drones. We make drones work for you.
Oh, so now that's actually a good question. Now, is this your channel? Is it geared toward gaining work for your drone?
No, no.
No. Oh, okay, okay. So it's not a business venture.
It's just the ones that I'm allowed to put up.
Sure, sure, sure.
Because, when companies pay for it, they don't want their stuff up on there.
Oh yeah, they don't want it on other people's. Yeah, at all, at all. But you know, that's the first thing I would do, Jim. First thing I would do. Make that banner look like or have somebody put on a I'm gonna stop your video, Jason. We'll get to you in a minute, bud. Yeah, get your channel name up there. Your that is your brand. Get that up there, and figure out a tagline. What did I have earlier? Oh, I don't know. It had something to do with job site, and I know you're not going to center on that niche because you've got some beauty shots over lakes and things, but um,
I thought I had to. You know what I mean?
oh, you mean yeah, just to cater to the audience?
Yeah, I've got to get something that
Hmm.
they'll, you know,
Yeah.
how many people are going to watch a construction of an exit going on?
Yeah, you don't want to pigeonhole yourself in that, but you can in a playlist, and I think you absolutely should. Just like you have, I mean, you've segmented your content great here. I love how you've done this. Like I said, you need to expand on those playlist titles and put a description with those playlists. Tell those folks what they're likely to find in that group of videos. Not see this is the thing people misunderstand about playlists. They're not all about clicking on it and watching them all. Most people don't. What they want to see is categorized content, right? So water views. I know every one of those videos in that water views is going to be or drone water footage. So I'm going to click on the playlist and I'm going to go up and down through here. I'm not going to watch every one of them nine times out of 10. You see what I mean? So
Yeah, absolutely.
so you're doing that right, dude. You're doing that right. Um, if you bring those up, so we can actually see what's going on in the video.
I didn't know what it was going to do with the words if I had, because it starts out at extra large,
Mm.
and I down at I think they're medium.
And what did you say you're using?
TubeBuddy. It creates
Yeah.
2 megabyte thumbnail for you.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, I mean that's fine. I would just make them bigger, and find a cool place for them, which makes you stand out. So when you're in a whole group on the search page, when you're in a whole group of videos that are very much the same, this kind of drone footage, you want to stand out. Yeah, find some way to stand out without being obnoxious or clickbaity, of course.
No, I mean I know what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I can't
You can't what?
I can't read them either, so I got to make them bigger.
Yeah, you got to make them bigger. Even if you have to do several lines. You've seen mine. Mine are all over the place. But it's the same font and the same color on every one of them. And of course, it's this mug here. So
Yeah,
that's
well,
my
that's your brand.
that's
Yeah.
my brand. Yeah. Oh, Drone
Getting out
Kings.
there. I was on. Oh man, I forget what channel I was watching today, and somebody put up. Does anybody know Jim from Video Call In? And I said, yeah, I know him. And they said, oh, what's he like? So it was a female, so I told her and all
Uh-huh.
that. But oh, good, I'll go on. But
Sweet.
you're out there. You're out there.
Oh, that's cool, man. That is cool. How many subscribers did you have last time you were on?
Um,
I don't
Probably
remember. About what?
300, 350, I think.
Oh, see, you're moving. Yeah, it was a couple months ago, but you're moving. We can't all be Wisco style.
Yeah, what happened? He got picked up by the YouTube algorithm, right?
Yeah, on the recommended page, man, and he's almost to 1,300 now.
Wow.
Yeah, I know he was like 11 and 12 last night, and he's now to 1,300. It's unbelievable, which is awesome. He's in the chat, I think. But
Is he there? I saw him and Brad earlier.
yeah, and in fact, Brad said you ought to do some videos over time that shows that development as it happens. That would be cool.
Yeah, but see, the people in the area want to know what's happening now.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I have them,
Hmm.
and I can put it together, the time lapse when it's all done.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and I'll
That would
do
be cool.
that when they're done.
All right. Well, come back on, Jim, when he gets that banner done. I'd love to see it.
Okay, great, Jim. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem, dude. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a good night.
Hey, you too,
Oh, I'm
bud.
going to stay in the chat there.
What's that? Oh yeah.
I'm going to stay in the chat.
Oh, cool. We'll see you there.
How do I back out again, Jim?
Oh, you can just close out Zoom. That should
Okay.
get to. Yep. Talk to you later, bud. All right. Can you hear me, Jason?
Yo, I can hear you loud and clear, buddy.
Let me ask to start your video, my friend.
Oh, here we go. Yes, I'll start my video. Yes, indeed, I will. How you are, my friend?
I am fantastic, David. I'm going to stop your video. We'll talk to you in a minute, my friend. Yeah, there we go. How am I doing?
Yeah.
Dude, I am doing great. I am doing great. How are you doing? I mean,
Oh, good.
do I even need to ask? That was a kick ass reveal premiere last night. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was I can't thank you enough, man. That was that was so inspiring to see just boom all the people come in. Usually I have some anywhere between 3 and 10 people, and I was like between 20 and 30 with your wonderful raid last night, man. That was so cool. Thank you.
I've got a great crowd. And fortunately, some of them were already familiar with you, so it was like that was an easy transition. Although you made us wait to like 20 minutes to do it, dude.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, we were painfully. Well, I was talking to Angel Muniz, and I think you might know him.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he came on the show, and he'd been on for about 20 minutes, and it's like, oh man, it's 11:30 here, which is
Yeah.
9:30 your time, and
Right.
I think it was Tony. Which, by the way, let me say hello to a couple of people there I might have missed. RT Studios, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Heritage Farm, Texas, good to see you as well. Who else? What did I see? Val's review. Hey, how you doing? Oh, and she shared. By all means, folks, if you want to share out this live stream, feel free. In fact, I encourage it.
Doing it right
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Tony viewed this is here. How you doing, bud? I didn't see it earlier. So yeah. So I'm talking Angel, and we pretty much wrap things up. But and somebody said, hey, MJ's going live at 9:30 your time.
now.
Oh, we're like, okay. So I head over to your page, and I'm refreshing, and I'm refreshing, and I'm refreshing.
I remember, and you know what happened? I apologize for that. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. No, there was this amazing lightning storm here outside. And I was just like, dude, I needed to just sit and chill for 10, 15 minutes and just watch it. And then I was like, there, I got to do this reveal and or this. So sorry for making you wait, but man,
that's okay. That's okay. These kind folks were willing to hang out and watch my floundering, trying to come up with some extra stuff to say until you actually went live, and then of course they most of them joined, and I think the response was overwhelming. Everyone had a great time and just loved it.
So awesome. So I don't know if you know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of one of those, but man, made my night, man. Made my.
That's
you know
awesome.
what? That you were super involved with the creation of the song too.
Yeah, well, I don't know about super involved. I threw some lyrics at you.
You did.
A lot of them ended up on the cutting room floor. That's to be expected.
Happens to everyone, but you've got a skill there, man.
I do like to write. I really not necessarily songs. And I think I told you last time you were on. I have written poetry, but it was young man's poetry. It's probably not even song worthy. But yeah, I do love writing.
Right on.
My brother, he's actually my half brother is actually a drummer as well. You'll be interested to know.
Runs in the blood.
Yeah, and that guy is a genius when it comes to writing. More stories than anything else, and he hasn't explored it, but he is fantastic. I'd like to think we both got it from probably my mother's side.
Yeah, people who are gifted, have a natural talent in that area, and for whatever reason, decide not to explore it. As you mentioned, it kind of, man, it's like, oh, just throw a little bit of that my way, because I'm just like itching. I am trying and striving to develop the songwriting skill. But
Yeah.
that's the way the world is, right?
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, we can't all be good at everything. I remember hearing you last night talking to Arthur Moorhead, who's an artist with these guys and these guys.
Yes.
Yeah. And you said that you've developed the ear, not necessarily that, and or in awe of people who do. Yeah. It's different for different folks, and
it's the nature of this world.
Yes, absolutely. It's what makes it interesting. Imagine if we were all the same. Wouldn't that suck?
That would suck. Not be very synergistic at all.
No, it wouldn't. Well, we're gonna take a look at your channel while we're sitting here yakking.
All right, lay it on me, man. I'm gonna get my notepad out.
Oh, well, remember, these are subjective opinions,
of course.
And also built on a quarter century of graphic design and marketing. Dude, the first thing I got to say is your thumbnails are killer. They're absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
I see a couple. Go ahead.
I've recently, since you mentioned thumbnails, scroll down to the uploads.
Sure.
If you get a chance there. There it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I forgot. Crap.
You forgot to change Frozen Cold?
Frozen Cold. I've got this banner that I put on in my thumbnails
mm-hmm.
that was designed, and it's got that green color. And I totally forgot with Frozen Cold. Dagnabbit. I'm gonna have to. So anyway, yeah, I started doing my thumbnails, that just trying to make them as artsy as I can with the talent that I've been given, and which isn't much. But then I've got a designer guy that I've worked out a deal. He comes in and I let him record music, and I'm allowed to like add drums and production and stuff, and he does my design.
Cool.
And he designed this little thing to put over my thumbnails, and
very
so
nice.
Yeah, now none of them have floated to the top that have it on them, so you can't see them.
Oh. Well, you're talented in more ways than just musical. I mean, some of the video production is very high on the scale, right? Because you don't do that for a living, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do a great job, especially when you're editing those music videos, originals, and even covers. Like I love what is it? The White and Dirty.
White and Nerdy.
Oh man,
I totally love that. You almost left before you heard it.
I know, and that's the video should have well over 6-figure views, man. I mean, we're talking 7, 8. I mean, that thing is stellar. How it's not been picked up, I'll never know. Well, let's find it actually. Where is that thing? Well, I see it in one of these.
No, it doesn't have hardly any views at all.
Oh,
it's there. It's just not. You could do a search just in the search bar.
Yeah.
Magic Jones, White and Nerdy. It'll come up.
It can make me type. Okay. Will it be under Magic Jones, or will it be under MJ? Because you just changed your channel name, didn't you?
I did. I was MJ Rock, and my channel's a little bit different. If you go to after they actually if
Oops.
you do,
Joan.
Right there.
Oh, do I see it? Yep, there it is. There it is.
That's it.
Oh, White and Nerdy. What did I say? White and Dirty.
So if you notice, my Magic Jones has a little note by it, by the name, like you the Weird Al, and then my Magic Jones, it has a note by it, and that's because I've basically told YouTube that I am a musician who has uploaded actual content, and so I didn't know it at the time, but that changes the style of your whole channel to the point where I don't have much control.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, see, right after the Magic Jones, there's a little note. Do you see that?
No. Where do you on your channel name? Yeah. I see it. I saw that last night. I thought, what the
Yep,
hell is
that
that?
just basically means we've convinced YouTube that we're a real or an official musician, which is cool. But then it changes it changes the layout. I've got the first list of videos that are in my channel has to have the name music videos. It can't be named anything else. And then under that, it has to be albums.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I didn't. I don't mind it now because I figured out how to merge my music videos with the music videos that my distributor uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
But had I not done that, then it up it. See, go to home. Sorry, I feel like I'm telling you what to do.
No, tell me what to do. This is your channel. You know where things are.
The first playlist is music videos, and I have no control over that.
Oh, you don't?
I don't have any control over that.
Oh, yep. Wow.
It's a playlist that I've created, but the name of the playlist is Jason's original music or something like that. And then they changed it to music videos, and then the next playlist is albums, and they're actually missing one. I'm going to contact them. I've got 3 up there, and I'm going to upload a 4th next week.
And you tag and they'll automatically know to throw it in that playlist then?
Yeah, it just automatically happens.
Oh, that's...
And then Jason's covers and everything below that is the rest of my my playlist
that you have complete control over.
I have control.
Okay.
I can't turn them off.
Did you hear what I was telling Jim from Above and Beyond Global Drones?
No,
I was talking about expanding on the titles so that because see that the one thing people forget about playlists is it's an opportunity to optimize. And if you can be more descriptive, not only do you help your audience, but you also have an opportunity to throw keyword phrases in there that are relevant to the content. And you'll show up. Everyone's done a search and playlists show up. Well, those playlists show up because they're optimized. Yep. So what you do is you have one of the easiest for me to optimize because we are talking about music videos, and I don't know why that popped up. So your Jason covers of popular songs, and you just can make it so much more optimized. Put a description that really kind of goes more in depth about it on that playlist.
Okay.
But the same way with collaborations, drum only versions, which I watched and they didn't even show it. You were practicing for a gig. Tell me about the gig you got coming up.
Oh, so I'm in a few bands, and one of the bands that I'm in is it's a cover only band, but we play any popular song from the 80s, 90s, or later. Mm-hmm. And we went and did a corporate gig in a city called Park City up here, where it's the kind of the ritzy hotels, the 5-star hotels in Utah. And we played for this group of people, and they really enjoyed what we were doing. And so that was just like a department of a bigger company that I didn't know about it. But the band leader called and said, "Hey guys, this company wants to fly us down to San Diego and pay us all to play a gig, to be the entertainment basically for the entire company instead of just that one division." So yeah, we nailed it, and I'm so excited. And so yeah, I haven't played through the set. There's probably like 6 or 7 songs I've never played before, and so I had to go and haven't played through them yet. And I thought, well, why don't I just stream the whole thing? I mean, if people want to see me play drums, I'll give that to them. Not super entertaining or fan driven or anything. I just thought we'll see what happens and see what the response is.
Well, I did watch you jamming on some Metallica.
You said, yeah. I know what I was wondering is if people could recognize what I was playing.
Well, I would a lot of times, not all the time, but
for sure. I mean, Enter Sandman is got a unique drum signature for sure.
Oh yeah, and that didn't take long at all. even before you're hitting the floor and the snare.
Yeah.
Going into the hard. No, I said, oh yeah, I know this song.
Right on. Good on you.
Yeah, but we're sick that way.
It's a great sick to have.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I'll never be able to compete with what is it, Shazam or what is that music recognition software?
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
Yeah, I'll never be able to compete with that thing, but
It is a sickness though, and I'm glad I've got it.
oh, me too. It's a lot of fun actually, and it's great at parties.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. My daughter has it too.
Your daughter does?
My daughter definitely does. I'll play a song that I know she knows, literally one note and off, just the downbeat and off, and she'll know the song. She'll be like, oh, that's this song by this artist. And I'm like, you got it.
No way. All right. So what instruments do you have her on now?
Say again.
What instruments do you have her on now?
Right now she's doing piano and flute. My son is starting drums, which I'm really, really happy about. And yeah. And I've got my fourth, Josh, is he's got rhythm like crazy, and he's probably going to go more towards dance than music, but he's got it bad, which is awesome.
Yes. Well, for he couldn't have a better father for dance because you got rhythm.
Yeah. Rhythm definitely helps there.
Yes, it does. Yeah, but I like your header. I don't have any problem with that. The Magic Jones, I got to say this: your face is your brand, dude. You're like Mr. Elasticity. You've got so many expressions, as you well know. You get to edit yourself all the time. I would find a great shot, and I would use that. Even the chameleon mirror, that half black, or the dark side, light side, that would make a great icon.
Well, here I've got. Let me see.
I know the dip, the MJ is a brand element, but you've got that in your header. I think people will recognize your face, and people connect with faces. You know how that is, dude.
So I don't know if you want to, but if you go to my Patreon site, the banner that I have there is actually one that I think that you are.
How
I don't even have it there.
No, I said that last night too, because they kept dropping links, but I said you need to add that to your about page because I don't.
That right?
Yeah, I don't see it.
I add it to the bottom of every single one of my videos.
Oh, I didn't check that out, but yeah, let's go there. Let's go there real fast. David, I'm coming to you, man. I better.
If you've got to run, then let me know.
No,
yeah, it's in the video description.
I'm doing 10 things at once here, Jason.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's why it was playing and I wasn't able to do anything about it. Yeah, I so wish you would go with Subscribe Star. I have a huge problem with Patreon myself. And
okay, Subscribe Star.
Yeah. Subscribe Star doesn't. They don't filter content like Patreon does, and the filtering of content is really a bee in my bonnet to go old school.
So is it censorship that you're against?
Yeah, they're kicking people off for nefarious reasons, and as a pass-through payment facility, I can't understand why they would have the ability to do that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. So Subscribe Star. Anyway, is that kind of what you were talking about? A banner like that, or maybe a little bit less out? Because I really don't. I'm not an art person, and I will take all the criticism that you can give me.
No, I'm like I said. I think your banner's okay. It's your icon.
Oh, the little icon, the little round.
Yeah. Because, dude, that shows up all over the place. When somebody searches on your name and they see your face, it's immediate connection. I know the brand is too. When you chat in other live streams or whatnot, when you drop comments, that face, man, that face is immediately recognizable. So when your thumbnails come up, which has a shit ton of your faces in it, that connection is made, dude. That connection is made.
Okay, so here is that I actually changed it to my face just a couple weeks ago, and days later I immediately changed it back, and I'll tell you why, and you tell me if this reasoning it makes sense. But if you notice when the chat is flying up, everybody's icon is their face. Everybody's icon it was like just a sea of faces, and I was looking at it as I was analyzing one of my lives, and I was watching it go by, and when I typed, that green against the white stood out like a banner, like a neon banner. and
Yeah.
my eye amidst the sea of faces were it was drawn to that, and I just thought, man, I don't know.
No,
And that's my reasoning, and that's because I am with you, brother. I was like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having my face, my icon, but then everybody's is.
Yeah, I see that. I see that, but
What do you think? I don't have to be right. I'm this is actually a point that I'm quite conflicted with in myself.
sure, sure. Well, it's funny. You say everybody's face is in there, and the more because I look at that a lot. You know what I mean? When I'm in a live stream, and I've noticed a lot of people, if they're in it, it's much too small,
Agreed.
and you can't see it at all.
Agreed.
Even mine is a bit too small, but you get my my pose, and that is kind of and that pose is actually amplified in other places. So that's why I always advocate a very very clear shot, close shot. And
Yeah.
even if you do fall into a live stream with 100 faces, every one of them are different,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I think the connection, I guess I would say the connection in other areas is more important than showing up in live stream chats or any chats for that matter, because most people ignore those icons in the chats.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't when they see it elsewhere. Yeah, that would be my argument for it, Jason.
Yeah.
Hope that helps. Hope that helps in your decision.
No, it really does. And I don't know. I've I'm willing to take in all the rationale, the reason.
Well, it's kind of easy to test. I know it's kind of a hackneyed test, but you could not change a whole lot more and see where your subscriber count went, because it's going to move, in very small increments based on that kind of change. But one could extrapolate from the from the analytics whether or not that has made any difference. When you come up in the search, it's going to tell them how they actually click through to you, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but it's
all right. If you've got somebody else waiting, I don't want to take up any more of your time.
Oh, okay, dude. You got to come back on for a one-on-one. So, because I always like having people on again.
I love this is fantastic. And again, anything that I can do to if you need a jingle, if you would like a musical jingle for your channel, just hit me up, man. I am forever grateful for what you did yesterday. I mean, that is awesome. That was very, very thoughtful and kind.
Oh, not a problem. And really, Tony and Brad from Viewed This and Drone Kings of Darwin, they deserve a lot of the credit as well, because not only did they help with the song, but they suggested it in the chat. And
oh, really? The raid?
Oh yeah. Well, no, they didn't the raid, but they said, hey, NJ's going to be on, because we all think we're going to go to you anyway. And when that came up, I said, hey, we should raid him. But they absolutely brought it up. Those guys are great.
That's awesome. One last question before I head out.
Ask away.
Deal with your hat. I loved your various last year, not yesterday's, but the last time I was on, it said beast mode and on. I love it. I absolutely love those little things. And this one says instructor.
This one says instructor, which has become the regular for this type of show. The channel, the shout outs.
I love it. That's how many of those do you have?
Oh, too many. Here. You see that panel back there?
I see a painting. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sickness, man. And I've got many more that won't fit on there.
That's
or I don't think it's appropriate, even though I've got 0 fucks given on there. Some I just not going to put up there.
It's the lowest common denominator, but you don't want to offend anybody. I totally get that.
Exactly. Oh, you saw the painting, didn't you?
It's beautiful. Did you do that?
I did do that.
Oh, you are gorgeous.
Back in about 85. I just turned on to William Alexander, who was Bob Ross's mentor. He used to have his own show as well. Same type of show, same format and everything. And I thought, I can do that. And so I did the wet on wet, and that was my first ever. All the rest of them I sold.
Really?
Yeah. And I
It's interesting how when you moved away and you were going to show me the panel below, my eyes instantly went to that painting.
It did. It did. That was
on that wall. It's like just right there, and it's the thing that is most covered by your face right now.
Well, it's not one of my better works. And I had to fill the space with something. I think a shelf's going to go up there for some 3D trinkets I want to display.
Awesome. Well, you keep working the good work, brother.
Oh, same to you, man. Same to you. Like I said,
we're going to start the new song tonight. I'm probably going to be on probably about 9:30, I would guess,
cool.
Give or take 15 or 20 minutes.
That would be 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, folks. So
yeah. Appreciate all you do, man.
Oh no, I appreciate you. We'll probably see you over in your stream then, dude.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Going rocking on, man.
You too. We'll see you. All right, David. Sorry to keep you waiting, dude. Sorry to keep you waiting.
No problem at all, man.
How are you this evening?
I am doing awesome. How you doing?
Me, I'm doing great. I am actually doing fantastic. Oh, did I miss some shit in the chat? I always do. Thanks, In Living Heart. It's funny because I don't like the sound of my own voice. Team Enigma, how you doing, buddy? Give me a second, Dave. I want to say hello to some folks that have come in. Creator Spotlight Show, how you doing, pal? Yeah, I didn't get to say hello to you, David. Hello, David.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
By the way, I am a huge fan of Magic Jones. He doesn't even know it. I lurk in his channels and I sit there and watch him build tracks like a crazy man.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, I love his channel.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. It's such a small world,
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to build a bass track for him and just send it to him, unsolicited.
There you go. Do it. He would love that. He would absolutely love that.
He would go, yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
I bet he wouldn't. We're already talking about a collaboration of sorts. I don't know what I'm going to do, whether it's drum or sing or maybe.
Please tell me it's cowbell.
Oh, maybe just cowbell. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I can wail a great cowbell. Oh, that's ugly. I don't want to be known.
So
for
how
cowbell.
You doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. You are coming.
Channel's killing. Look at you, man. Everything's going great, man. For you.
It's a steady move.
Thrilled for you.
Yeah, thanks. It's a steady move, and seeing that it's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm happy. Very happy.
Very cool.
And
very cool.
Been listening to a lot of Juliet's podcasts. Whenever they come over Twitter on me, I got.
Oh, that's nice of you, man.
Oh, she's great. She's great on behind the mic. She's fantastic. And of course,
she great storyteller.
Yes. So guys, check that out. Let me go to her.
I totally want you to go to her page and because I am so close to it because I'm the one who builds out all the stuff on it behind the scenes that if you have any recommendations, would love to hear them.
All right. We shall do that right now. Okay. Well, I've told you this before. There's nothing to be done in that banner, unless it's it may be pushing the edge on mobile, but I love the typeface because it speaks to that the typewriter, the story that she puts
Try
together.
to get the writer element out of there.
Yes, that's what I was looking for, the writer element. And then of course, we all know that she's got Bourbon Reviews, Bourbon Soaked Life, and Celebrity Interviews. That's wonderful. So I can't say anything about that. The picture in her channel icon is fantastic. And I like how it's got the white background, as a matter of fact. That's beautiful. Make sure I took it. I didn't want to be talking about something nobody could see. I love the thumbnails. I'm a sucker for expressions, situations with a person, and then descriptive text. I'm an absolute sucker for that. When I go and surf late at night, those are the ones that usually grab my attention and the ones I click. So you're doing that right as well, dude. That's wonderful.
We're trying to differentiate each of the problem with our channel is it's got 3 separate sections, and that always scares the hell out of me because it's okay. There's Bourbon Reviews, one thing, Bourbon Soak Life the second, and then the celebrity interviews, which is like, well, it's a little incongruent, so we try to fit it in the way we possibly can. I don't know.
No, I don't see any problem with that at all. It surrounds Juliet, right? And these are three main categories of types of videos that she creates. You guys create. You've categorized them. This is exactly the sort of categorization I was talking about, right? You've got everything that's Bourbon Soaked Life, which is kind of a vlog of sorts, isn't it?
We look at it as a lifestyle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys go somewhere, you record it, you edit it down, and it always includes, as Bourbon Soaked Life, it usually includes alcohol. So there's definitely a theme there, and you've categorized it in a playlist, which is absolutely fine. If I didn't know you, David, and I came right to this page, there would literally be no question, because not only is it right here in the I didn't drag out the tool, did I? Not only is it right here in the header, like I keep trying to tell everyone to do. I said this is your first opportunity to not only impress but inform, right? People don't have the attention span to go down and find out what's happening down below. They want to know immediately, and you've done that. But segmenting your content as well to follow that is exactly what you should be doing. These playlists are not for full play. They are actually to categorize your content in a digestible way for the average person to know exactly what they're likely to find behind any one of those videos. And I know I say that all the time, but it is so true.
I'm a little OCD, so maybe it's just the card, the old librarian style. Like, okay, you can find this under this category and this under this category. But
it's true.
I just try to do it the best yet. I try to put stuff. You know how you put stuff in folders, right, on your laptop.
Yep.
I look at YouTube almost the same way, right? So you put stuff under folders that people can find or that they may enjoy.
Yep.
In a place where they could find them.
Yeah. And they don't even have to enjoy it so much as they get to find out what it is before they dive in and find out they don't like it. Because that's when you get dislikes, right?
That's a good point. Yeah.
But what I would do is I would enhance these titles for the playlists a bit. And just
how would you do that?
Well, Bourbon Soaked Life is a great intro. But you could throw a line up there, you could throw a hyphen in there, and then just a short blurb. See, normally I take a long time to sit and stew about these sort of things and go, okay,
our drinking travels or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I totally get it. Yeah,
yep. And see, drinking travels, that would appeal to a lot of people to say, oh, I love watching people having a good time.
Right.
And then even when you say something like that, it's like, all right, having a good time. There's a keyword phrase that I could slip into a description for that exact same playlist. You see what I mean?
That makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
And then same way with drinking bourbon. She drinking bourbon with Julie. Reviews, tips, et cetera, can be placed in that title as well. And then go into more detail in a description of that playlist. Julie travels the world, or she's been drinking for this long. And, you could throw any kind of blurb up there you want to, but just give them a little more information about it. And then the interviews, that's easy, right? Because now you get to talk about celebrities. You could use about highly searched terms around celebrities and that sort of thing. And
that makes a ton of sense. Yeah, I love that.
Cool.
That's a great tip.
And that goes for titles too, for your videos. You got to think about what is in there. And what are the type of people that might really enjoy it? Let's find those keyword phrases and add it to that title, and still make it descriptive. So, but
I've been doing that, and then in the title, in the description, and then keywords. I have vidIQ, I have TubeBuddy, and I am like going crazy on the keywords.
Yeah, that's good. Did you hear what I was telling Jim earlier? TubeBuddy and vidIQ, when they have their suggested tags, all they have to go on is what you've already typed in for a title, Well, you've
Right.
already typed in for a description for that particular video, and maybe some other tags that you've already added. So they use those as like, okay, now I kind of get what this video is about. Let me suggest what people are actually searching on, and that's when you find your gold nuggets. So always
Right.
refresh that, after you before you publish, or even after you publish, because I go back and visit mine again, and I refresh and find out if there's any new ones that pop up.
I go back probably every 3 days, which is probably a little neurotic, but I go back every 3 days just to see how it's tracking or where ours list within the keywords or keyword search.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not listing well, I'll try other new ones. And I'm telling you, that is, if there's one tip that I could share that I found has been really helpful to us, is that if a keyword search doesn't work and you don't show up in the first top like 50, which means that you're never going to be seen, you'll be seen, but you'll be seen by your subscribers, not necessarily by people or be recommended or show up in a search. So just keep changing those but you have to keep it as related to the video, because if it's something like, if I put Ariana Grande in our video and there's nothing to do with it in there, they'll flag it. I mean, it can be a problem.
Yeah, you've got to be a really high subscriber count for YouTube to ignore it. I don't know. Now, we all have these tools, and if you guys don't have TubeBuddy and or vidIQ, go get them. Get the free version at the bare minimum. It'll pop up, and go out and look at some of those big YouTubers and see what kind of stupid tags they throw in some of their videos. Totally irrelevant. It pisses me off. Sorry, rant time.
No, it's a good thing to tell people, because if they put in tags that aren't related to their videos, it could be a detriment.
Yes.
It could be bad.
Yeah. You just have to have the traffic before you can get away with that sort of thing, and just don't chance it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I would never chance it. I mean, we're nowhere near an area where people would just let it fly. Go, no problem, let them roll.
I know, and I always err on the side of caution, which is why I don't get a whole lot of search traffic. And how do you outside of the general keyword phrases that are common to a call-in show, what else do you do? My topics end up usually too short, which is a good thing. I love that, because that means guests are coming on, but it's not enough meat to actually get in. It's like a how-to. It's like, I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to sit here for a half an hour how-to while people are waiting on to come on the show. So I know my growth is going to be slow, and I'm okay with that. But I was going to say about your about page. Your about page is good. I like the text.
But
yeah, I see. Look at all the keyword phrases you've got in there, dude. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
A few.
Yep. And you don't want to go too verbose, because
I tried to keep it kind of short in the about.
Yeah, because the two things, and Julia, she writes. I know she writes her stories, but does she write other things as well? She consider herself a writer? Oh, you're frozen up. David, come back. David, come back.
Oh, yeah. Are you there?
Yeah.
Are you there?
You're back. You're back.
Okay. Actually, I write all the content for there. She doesn't even edit it, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm talking to you. You know as well as I do that you have to write for a 7th grade level or below.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that includes those descriptions I was talking about, and your about page for sure. So, and that was more for the other folks than it was for you. No Baby Shark song, Tim.
On my channel, it's all Baby Sharks 24/7.
That's what I'm going to turn this into. That should be my background music. I wonder if I get a copyright strike for that. I'm willing.
You would, believe it or not, and it would be the worst one you've ever gotten.
Oh, Pink Fong would come down on me with a green hammer or something. Look, I might even get copyright strikes for the chat.
Hey, have you ever heard of a service called Talent Z?
Talent Z?
Yeah, Talent with an SY at the end.
Talent Z. God, that does sound familiar.
I signed up for them. They basically, what they give me is a full, not the vidIQ, the other one. I'm sorry.
TubeBuddy?
Yeah, TubeBuddy. They give me a full subscription of TubeBuddy. They give me access to about 35,000 songs that I could use in my videos. And you could use them even after, if you quit right now. Let's say I did it for a month.
Mm-hmm.
I can quit, and that video that still has that music in it, I can use it in perpetuity.
Really?
So yeah, doesn't matter. I can just it's licensed based on it because I used it during the point of when I created the video, and I was a member.
Oh.
So I have that, and it's $6 a month.
Wow.
And it's worth every penny.
That's very cool. Did you see I pulled it up?
Yeah.
Take
a look at Talency when you get a chance.
Yeah, they're pushing it for $7.99 a month. Did they contact you? Give you a deal?
No. Someone told me about it, and I did some research and took a look at it, and based on what we needed and and wanted for our channel, it made a lot of sense.
Cool. Yeah, I was digging some of the music. Which one was I watching? I think it was the Aruba Drunk.
Yeah, that has some of their music in there.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah. So no, David, that's the only thing I would do, man, is flesh out these a bit more.
That's cool.
And see what happens.
I appreciate that. That's a lot of help.
So let's see. Give me something to type in that we might search for. Just anything.
In relation to?
Well, let's keep it clean, but.
Oh, yes, just anything?
Oh, yeah, just anything.
How about 24-string bass?
Oh, I don't know if. Well, there it is. Look at that.
I'm setting you up, actually, because I watched a video today that had this kid that played a 24-string bass that blew my mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's pretty specific. But look here, down on the page, we have a playlist.
Right.
Now, what we don't have here is we don't have a description and a very short title. If that had a better description and a better title, it might possibly be up here. See what I mean?
And by the way, that's all the same kid.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Wow, 24-string bass.
This kid has that 24-string bass video that I saw, I think had 6 million hits on it. I mean, this kid's crazy. Crazy how,
it's amazing.
How well he's doing it.
Yeah, it's amazing what blows up, isn't it?
I love it though. It's the craziest things when it blows up like that. That makes me happy when I see the odd stuff that just kind of goes crazy.
Yes,
that's fun. That
is a lot of fun, which is why I think one of these days soon, like MJ, Jason, his is going to blow up as well. He's going to, one of those videos, those parody videos he does, which is stellar, it's just going to hit.
He's going to blow up on my minutes alone.
Oh,
I'm like a stalker on his channel. I don't think I've ever said hi to him, only because he's just doing his music and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to bug him. No, I'm just watching. I love it. I love his channel.
I do too. And I love this channel. And especially her podcasts. I listen to more of her podcasts than I do her videos, obviously, but that's just because
that's nice of you, man.
It's so nice to it's the only podcast thing I listen to be honest with you, David.
Wow.
Yeah. I just don't have the time, and I get to listen to hers because usually when I see it come across Twitter, I hit Twitter, and when I hit Twitter, I'm usually doing something in front of the PC, and it's nice to have her in the background just telling me that story, and not have to go through a lot of videos or something. So yeah, and like you said,
we
she tells a
tried
great
to
story.
make them short too, because most people's drive, and we did actually a little bit of research on this. Most people's drive to work is between 24 and 34 minutes, right? So that's kind of the average. So we made the podcast 30 minutes, and people could listen to it on their drive to work. Kind of like the radio, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Did you notice on the Joe Bob Briggs the left and right separation on the mics?
Oh, I did.
Did
you? That was my fault.
Oh, was
when
it?
I set up my yeah. So I just bought the H5, right? When you set up the H5, when you turn it on, when you plug it into your PC, you either have a stereo mono input. I pushed mono by accident and didn't even know. because I know it's supposed to be stereo, right?
Oh,
so
yeah, yeah.
it
Well,
did left and right. I'm like, oh,
well,
you have no idea how much that drives me nuts every time I listen to that.
I apologize. I didn't mean to bring that up as a source of pain because I've been there, dude. I have so been there. But I was
But
wanting to
that's
tell
what we
you,
learned from.
yeah,
Yeah.
the interview with the Kansas lead singer, and I can't remember his name. That one sounded great.
Ronnie,
Yeah.
because I remember not to be an idiot.
I was surprised by him a little bit, and this is not a shot at him at all, but you guys had to move the microphone closer to him. It's like, dude, you use a microphone every day.
You know, that's the funniest thing you say that, because I'm like, you're a lead singer, Ronnie. You know the microphone goes right here.
Yeah, he was talking away from the microphone to Juliet, and I'm like,
I know,
dude, the mic's right there. But you guys fixed it.
Ronnie's been a friend of mine for 20 years, and I love the guy. He's such a great guy and such a fun guy, and it was so cool for him to even, come over to our house to do that right before their world tour. So that was very cool.
Yeah, he does seem like a great guy. I listened to the whole thing. That was awesome. But yeah, leave it to me to nitpick.
Oh, I was the same way. I'm the same way, and I love hearing stuff like this when people actually realize that they're like, hey, I hear Juliet on the left side and I hear Joe Bob out of the right side. There's no one coming in from the middle. You suck as a producer. I'm like, yes, I do. No, it was a total mistake, and I was still learning. Actually, that was our first live interview that we ever did.
Yep.
And I was still getting used to the gear, and I knew what to push, but I pushed the wrong thing.
Hey, and if that's the only thing that happened.
I consider myself lucky.
Exactly.
Believe me, the first live, I consider myself extremely lucky. Because doing what you do every night, and what all these live streamers do every night, or once a week, or twice, whatever their thing is.
Mm-hmm.
We've only done 2 lives, and every time I've done one, it scares the crap out of me. I mean, I'm like, I feel like, okay, it's like Saturday Night Live. I got 3 laptops in front of me. I feel like, an octopus putting together a lawn chair. I'm like, it's way beyond what I'm used to doing, because I'm used to audio production, but not video production. And that
much less live.
Wild.
Yeah, much less live. Yeah.
Shit. I can say shit on your show, right?
Sure you can. I think,
holy fucking shit.
I think I said fuck earlier when I was talking about the one of those patches back there.
I give everyone who does this kind of stuff an amazing amount of props, because it's freaking hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Oddly enough, what the hardest part for me is not this, but the subject matter, finding things to say prior to getting guests on. That's where you and Juliet, I'm in awe of. Putting all that stuff down on paper and then recording it as a podcast. That's freaking awesome, dude.
That's all her. I mean, I don't do anything as it relates to content. I am just the production guy. I just edit, I post, I do graphics, I do the video stuff. That's all I do. My job's easy. Her job is the hard part.
Yeah.
She's got to be interesting.
Yeah.
Me, I don't have to be interesting ever. And you can tell by this interview.
Oh, you sell yourself short, my friend. Oh, no way. I love having you on, David. And
I love supporting the show, and believe me, you're just blowing up. And speaking of blowing up, by the way, I have to say, since I know Wisco's getting a big head now, he's got a whole bunch of subscribers. Hold on, wait, I'm gonna wipe my brow. I love Wisco. I'm just busting his stones. I love that he's got a video that is just blowing up. That's so cool for him.
It is. It really is. And we've got plans for it, as a matter of fact. I think.
Really?
Yeah. I actually have a copy, and I'm going to release something here soon. So look for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Just having fun with the fun, right? Because it's as much fun for us to watch. And I'm talking about, the people in the chat and everything. It's as much fun to us watching him grow as it is him growing. I guarantee you that. It's just been so cool. Been so cool.
I learned early on from the podcast community, and we're almost on our 4th year with the podcast. Podcasting is almost identical to the community of vloggers.
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, just the camaraderie and people like rallying around each other. I mean, you always have your, 10% that are, just people that are, they are what they are.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, when people do really, really well, people rally around it and think it's the coolest thing. And when we see stuff like Wisco happening and whether it's Lunatic Dad and he had, a couple of videos that just busted out, it's like, that is so damn cool for all of us.
It really
It
is.
just makes you feel proud to be part of a community that is doing cool stuff.
Yes.
That's all.
Absolutely. I could not agree more. That's a great point.
Yeah.
And he's back. That's Emmanuel.
Oh, look, there he is. Now he pipes up.
Yeah.
No.
You got a belly laugh out of him.
I love Wisco.
Oh,
I love that he's from Madison too, because I spent a lot of time in Madison. I love Madison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the country does too, because it's on fire. I think that thing is heading up toward 30,000 views. That one single video, and then that by extension, the rest of his videos are getting a hell of a lot more play as well.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, it's just a natural extension. When people come to see a video, they love it. They're going to see either one or two of your other ones to see, is this someone that I want to subscribe to? Is this someone that, is sustainable and funny? And they're going to watch tons of stuff and you're going to get a whole bunch of subscribers. And that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And take note, guys, in the chat, if you're waiting for your, when one of your videos takes off, and all you got to do is keep producing until, you strike gold. Make sure that that's not like the last in your catalog. That's not the last one you think you'll ever do, right. Because he's doing the right thing. He's actually publishing videos as this goes. In fact, he just published, or I think he's getting ready to publish. I thought I saw in the chat his 1,000th subscriber thank you. And
Wisco, I know this is old school, but I want to give you just one tip, and this helped with us with our podcast. That we had an interview that went really, really well. It was it hit a lot of numbers, and we went to all the local media. Now yours actually works better for local media because you're Wisconsin. If you hit all the major markets in Wisconsin, said you're a Wisconsin guy and you're getting this kind of press or you're getting this kind of stuff, believe me, they will feature you on the news. Local news will absolutely do that. And that's the market you want to hit, at least. Well, you want to hit globally, obviously, but Wisconsinites are going to love that stuff. You should really hit your local news markets.
And it can be as easy as an email.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
Yep. Hell, I can see you on a morning show, dude.
That's right. The morning news, there's a whole, especially Madison. Madison has I think 2 or 3 different morning news programs. Mm-hmm. You could easily get on those.
Oh yeah, they're always looking for folks, always looking for content, because they've got to scramble every day to find things to talk about.
Dude, I got on Chicago local morning news, and who the hell am I? I'm nobody. You've done more than I did.
What was
believe
it for?
me. I was in a band. It was a cover band, mind you,
Really?
and they had us. Yeah, it was stupid. It was dumb.
But it's exposure.
I'm telling you, Wisco, you're gonna kill it with this video.
Yeah, I would
videos.
I would definitely check that out, Jared. Arthur Moorhead, Jim, the Video Callin Show, is your cover page made with Twitch? I'm making Photoshop. I'm not familiar with actual Twitch outside of the
Twitch is a service, not a graphic thing.
Help me understand what you're saying, Arthur, and I'll answer that even more succinctly.
By the way, I know you went pro with your video system. Yeah, I did OBS.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
because I didn't know what I was doing.
I have zero problem with OBS. Zero problem with OBS on a relatively small scale. I really don't. Hello, Turtles Creativity. Good to see you. The only, like I've said this hundreds of times, the only reason I went with vMix is because it has a lot more features that I need when I'm going out to a live shot, and I'm like the one man band, right? So I've got 3 pan tilt zoom cameras, and I'm the cameraman for each one of those. I'd never be able to do that in OBS. and that sort of switching software. Yeah, yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah. So I don't really push vMix because it can be expensive to get all the nice features, but OBS.
I heard you were saying it was like $1,200.
That's the max, and I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not a subscription based, so there's no other.
Yeah, you own the software.
You own the software, yeah, and you get free updates for a year, and their support is phenomenal. I mean, it really is. They've got a forum where the owners will actually answer questions for you, not just the software developers. Yeah.
I just saw Wisco's chat. Wisco, we're connected on Twitter. I believe we are. I'm almost positive we are. Send me a DM, and I'll tell you what I was talking about. We'll go into, we can chat. I'll give you my cell phone number.
Awesome.
Even though, I know you're a big star, you may not want to give me yours. That's different. Give me your PR person's contact information.
He can't fit his head in the monitor. Oh, and I missed the Crone Chicks. Sharni, welcome.
Sharni,
welcome. Yeah. I saw you on. Sharni. Weren't you on a live stream with her the other night?
I've been on a bunch with Sharni.
Have you?
She's awesome. Love Sharni.
Wonderful woman. Wonderful.
And she's funny as hell too.
Oh yeah. Ray Rosal, how you doing? Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so. Hope not. If I have, I'm sorry. But any other questions that you guys might have? Oh, Flashing Pan says you're cool. So is his wife.
My wife's cooler than me. I'll tell you that. I know you got a show to do. I just wanted to pop up here. And by the way, thank you so much for the, just going out through the playlists and kind of looking at how we can expand those out. I never even gave that a thought. So that's a great thing to add to the channel. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. One last thing about that. I don't have any data to back it up, but a lot of people are saying that your channel name in front of as the first part of your title in your playlist. So it would be like Juliet Miranda, comma, colon, hyphen, line, whatever you want to put in there. And then Drinking Bourbon with Juliet and the expanded title does better than not having it there.
Does it really?
Just food for thought. Like I said, I don't have any data to back that up. This is all gathered from other folks who have probably been doing YouTube longer than I have. I don't know. I actually installed it on a couple of my playlists just for fun. I don't know that I saw a market increase. I haven't been tracking it that way, but just something to think about for you and everyone else who's watching the show.
I'm going to take a look into that because I want to make sure that we don't get dinged for it because, they say that if you hit too many keywords within title, description, and keywords, they look at it as like triple dipping.
Well, spamming. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's literally keyword
like a spam thing. Right.
Yeah. But if it's your channel name and you're only adding it to the title of your playlist, I don't think that would be considered spamming because it is literally relevant. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we don't get dinged for it, I'll give anything a shot. Believe me, we do tons of like A/B tests with videos.
Yeah.
And change things up. I even change up titles a lot where if people watched it once, they're not going to come back and watch it again and go, they changed the title, right? So
wow, it's all new.
Well, we change stuff up and just to see what works and does it trend a little bit better? Is it getting up, in the ranks? And there's some things that we've done along the way that have actually worked really, really well. But it's all based on content, right?
Oh, yeah.
And based off the keywords. So,
yeah. And here's another tip. If you guys go into your analytics and find out what keywords are actually triggering video views for a specific video, and you notice that you're not using those keywords in the title, description, or tags, enter them.
Yeah.
And
I'm telling you can get a free vidIQ membership. It's free. And they will give you at least the top 3 or 4 that are based off the tags that you have in the tags that you have in your video.
Yes.
That's huge help, even if you don't want to pay for anything. If you can't afford $6 a month, if you don't want to do all that stuff, just do that and it could do nothing but help.
Exactly, exactly. And if you want to try out TubeBuddy, I also have a link in the description of every one of my videos that you can use, and
And
that
doesn't
just
that do the same thing?
it does absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Then
They've got a complete tag recommendation scheme as well. I mean, that's why I use both of them because they're almost the same, but I like to compare notes between them,
I
see
do.
how
Yeah,
close they
I
are.
do
Because
the same thing. And
yeah,
you know what? They're not that close.
I know, but dude, here you're talking to somebody who's been doing keyword research for the better part of 20 years, right? And there
Yeah.
used to be a whole bunch of sources because you didn't even have AdWords to use as a keyword mining tool, and a whole
Mhm.
lot of services say, "Well, we know what people are searching for." None of them were the same. None of them. It was
Yeah.
so frustrating, so frustrating.
I'm still working off of spiders. Is that a bad thing?
No,
Is that,
dude, I
uh,
was I was
yeah.
literally using text-based spiders to find out how pages would react to text-based browsers all
Yeah.
the way up until like 2012.
I know. I was early on the internet too with a few internet companies with SEO, and
Hmm.
I learned a whole bunch of stuff along the way. I mean, it's changed so much since then, obviously, throughout the years. But, you know, I'm still trying to do the best to try to figure out what works from a keyword and a search and everything else. But at the end of the day, all the SEO can be great and you can have that all aligned. But if you don't have content people want to watch, it doesn't matter.
Exactly, exactly.
Doesn't
And
matter.
I'll let you guys in on some of that evolution. It has become more about popularity than it has about keywords. Now, I'm not saying, optimize the shit out of your stuff because that's how you become popular. One of the ways. But it is more about popularity. The algorithm says Google has actually let us know, right?
Mhm.
If the more high power links that link to your site. This is we're going to websites at this point.
Right.
And the nicer things that are said about it, and the more descriptive the links are that actually goes to your site, the more likely you are to show up higher for those sort of keywords than even if you'd optimize the crap out of it. So
That's right.
that is so true in video as well. And what that says to me is to make sure that you're getting this out on social media to become more popular, more so than to show up on the search. Don't concentrate on search so much. Become popular, search will follow.
Right.
How's that?
And Jim, I should invite you to a couple of DM groups that I'm part of on Twitter because I'm probably part of like 20 or 25 DM groups where a lot of people retweet other people's videos,
Mm,
and they're really good about it.
yeah.
That is extremely helpful
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
As long as you're not retweeting off of someone else's tweeted page that is not from theirs, if that makes sense.
I believe
So
so.
if I went to Juliet's page and started retweeting a lot of her stuff, they would look at me as a spam account associated with hers. So we obviously don't do that. So there's all these DMs and there's these like Potter and Family that that I'm part of as part of Twitter as part of the podcast. There's nothing for video or vloggers that I've found out there that have that same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, podcasting has a whole bunch of them right now. I'm just looking for ones that would be helpful for everybody for vlogs. That's
Cool.
all.
Yeah, hook me up,
Yeah.
David. I'd love to take a look at those.
Yeah, definitely will.
It's
Definitely
certainly my
will.
wheelhouse.
One, thank you again for having me on. As always, you're awesome, Jim. I always have a blast on here. Two, so cool to see Magic Jones up here. Three, talk to Magic Jones. Make sure I get a bass track on one of his songs.
Dude, all you got to do is ask him. I'm sure
I
Jason would
wouldn't.
accommodate you.
No.
Oh
I
no,
would
you
not.
got it. Just lay it down and send it to him, man. Say, just say,
He's
hey,
just a blast to watch.
just say, well, he probably knows of you. Just say, I thought maybe this would inspire you. You don't have to use it. Could end up on the cutting room floor. Just here you go, dude.
Well, it was awesome being on again. Thank you, Jim. And you have any other guests up here? Or are you just going to close her out?
I'm going to close her out. It's 11:30, longer than I normally go, but actually Jason should be on. If you guys,
Cool.
if you guys want to follow me over there and we do another raid, that's great. But
I'm going to lurk.
he's starting a new. Well, make sure you type in video call and show raid. But he's going to start a new song tonight, and I've never seen him start a song, so that's going to be interesting.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I've never seen. I always catch him in the middle of something, like he's laying down a vocal track, a drum track, a bass track, whatever it is.
Yeah, well, I first learned about him during that song that we saw last night. So I'm with you.
Cool. That was the first time you saw him?
Yeah, we jumped
Oh,
right.
you're kidding me.
No, he'd already
Okay.
had a lot of it laid down and was struggling with lyrics. And then there was like 4 or 5 mostly of this group. We all ended up there and started helping him out with the lyrics, and that's how that came to be. So I'm
So cool.
I'm interested to see the initial point. I think he might be going with The Lion Sleeps Tonight as a cover, so there may not be any lyrics to write, but we could certainly make some musical suggestions.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. And by the way, I've seen a whole bunch of people in the chat, and I don't mean to ignore people in there. That's awful.
Same here.
But
Same here.
Eric and Crohn's chick, Wisco, everybody. Thanks for being kind, saying nice, and everything, or saying hi. Hello.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And what I keep getting told, and thank you so much for this, guys, is that you understand that this is a conversation between Dave and I. And we try to hit, or anyone that I have on, I try to hit the chat as much as I can. That's why I ask for the highlight. But they're so understanding about that. It's hard to keep all these balls in the air.
I notice that with our lives when we do the interviews, it's like I try to, while I'm doing all that crap, I'm trying to answer people, and it's like, and I'm not even the one on camera, and it's hard to do. Imagine that. So
tell me about it. Tell me about it. Well, thanks to you, David. Appreciate it, and I always love to have you on, man.
I love being here, man.
We'll get you on again.
Oh, hey, we're coming out to Indianapolis on our way down to Nashville in, I think it's July. I'll let you know. We're gonna come out there for a weekend.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we got to go have a drink.
Oh, or 20. Yeah,
20. Well, it always starts with 1.
Be good, Jim.
Hey, you too, bud. Well, we did get to look at 3 channels tonight. That was fun. What do you guys think? Are you are you hip to heading over there and finding out what Magic Jones is up to again? I am. Let me call up his channel real fast and make sure he's live. You guys have been so good about that too, and I meant that sincerely. I've heard that from several people where they understand that I do miss some of the chat, and it's because I'm trying to concentrate on my guest, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys understanding that. I don't seem live yet, but I tell you what, I've got some stuff to do before, and what I'll do is I'm going to hang out with this channel open, and when he does come live, I'll be over there. If you guys decide to follow and end up there, let's call it a belated video call-in raid. Oh, so but thanks so much, guys, for being here. Thanks to the folks that wanted their channel looked at. I hope I helped. Tomorrow night's going to be kind of cool. What I plan on doing is actually going into Canva. I'm going to learn it tomorrow afternoon, and I'm going to actually work on creating a banner, and I'm going to go through all the steps live before I have any guests on. It shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to kind of do it quick, go over it quickly so that people can go. Oh, look, he's setting it up right now. Sweet. So I'll yammer for just a bit longer. But I'm gonna go ahead and go through a banner and perhaps an icon and perhaps a thumbnail. Depends on how quickly or easy the program is, and then we'll find out. Hopefully you guys will get something from that, because I know graphics are extremely frustrating for a lot of people, especially when the learning curve on some of the graphics programs. I get it. I've been doing this for a long time and totally get it. A lot of times, even when you've done it for a long time, you vapor lock on certain designs, or You get one design in your head and you can't move off of it. So hopefully that'll help. And then of course we'll bring on anybody that wants to talk about that or any other subject that they have in mind. But I thought that would be fun. Same to you, Crohn's Chick. Same to you, Sharni. I appreciate that. Yes. So Val's, you use that program, huh? Canva to do that? Yeah. Ed, you're right, man. It is so hard to, yeah. I think I already let the let the cat out of the bag, Brad. But it is so hard as a live streamer when you're actually concentrating. It'd be different if it was just me yammering in front of the camera for a couple hours. It'd be real easy. I'd follow every one of the chats, but it's really tough to do otherwise. And and I hope I got to all your questions. If you got a question now is a good time. But he said he is live. I'll wait maybe just a minute or two more for questions. Otherwise, I'll close this guy out. And if you guys are ready, just say goodbye, and then I'll say, hey, let's head on over there and do a video call-in show raid part 2. Hey, you guys, it's all up to you. Have fun with it. And but for now, I am going to call it a night, and we'll head on over there. Thanks again to all the folks that wanted their channel. And remember, guys, pile up. The more people pile on, I'll spend less time, with the banter and kind of get into more nuts and bolts about your channel. But there's no limit to how many people can actually come on, and well, except for time, of course. But but we'll do that. And thanks to all you guys in the chat. It's fantastic. A lot of great comments. You guys are wonderful. Just absolutely, yeah. Act surprised, Jason. We're coming for you. Thanks, guys. Make sure you treat others the way you want to be treated. If we all did that, this place would be wonderful. This world would be wonderful. Thanks again. We'll see you live, and let's head on over there.